addition to DG Prisons and Home Guards and Civil Defense and SDRF, Rupin Sharma assumes the charge of Director General of Police of the state from today onwards till further orders. Former Speaker of Nagaland Assembly Dr. Nltv Iyer passes away at the age of 49. Mortal remains to be brought back to Kohima while state funeral scheduled to be held on Sunday at 1 p.m. Dimapur Municipal Council asked vendors of New Market area to demolish any illegal extension of their establishments. DMC asked all concerned to vacate illegal space with immediate effect within 5 days. Assam Rifles organizes farmer tour for farmers of Noklak district to Jorhat Agriculture University in Assam. SP Noklak James Hamsoe, while flagging off two states, farmers will get good exposure and opportunity to learn new methods of farming. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs second edition of Conference of Chief Secretaries. Addressing gathering, Modi terms it a wonderful forum to exchange views on important policy-related subjects and strengthen team spirit to take India to newer heights. Welcome to Nagaland TV. You're watching Nltv News now. I'm Monisha, and now the news in details. Senior police officer Rupin Sharma on Saturday took the additional charge of the state as the Director General of Police. Following the resignation of T. John Longkumar as the Director General of Police, the governor on Friday allowed DG Prisons and Home Guards and Civil Defense and SDRF Rupin Sharma to take the charge of DGP Nagaland till further orders. Incumbent Impur MLA and former Nagaland Assembly Speaker and Dr. Nltv Iyer passed away on Saturday at the age of 49. As per reports, Dr. Nltv Iyer passed away at a prayer center in Dimapur. Dr. Iyer is survived by his wife, 4 daughters and 1 son. According to his family members, his mortal remains will be brought to Kohima and state funeral will be held on Sunday in Kohima. They further informed that his remains will be then taken to his native village, Sungratsu, for final rites. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Nltv Rio has also condoled the demise of Iyer. In his message, Rio said the Iyer's demise is a great loss for the state in general and Impur constituency in particular, and his absence will be deeply felt by everyone. Minister for Higher Education and State BJP President Temjan Imna, along mourning Iyer's death, tweeted that his passing away has left a deep vacuum in the lives of many. Looking back at his political career, Iyer first got elected to State Assembly in 2013 on a Congress ticket. Later, he joined Naga People's Front and was given the charge of Parliamentary Secretary for Geology and Mining. Iyer's most decorated achievement came in 2016 when he was chosen as the Speaker in the 12th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Then in 2018, Iyer was re-elected from Impur as NPF candidate, beating NDPP rival T.N. Menon. Significantly, Dr. Iyer was one of the 20 NPF MLAs led by former Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang, who merged with the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party in 2022. The Dimapur Municipal Council on Friday cautioned all the concerned shopkeepers, vendors, allottees under New Market area on illegally occupying beyond allotted space. Due to the construction of temporary shops using polythene tin shade, the drainage system have been blocked and the public are facing difficulty in their movement as well. Upon which DMC Administrator W. Manpai Form directed all the concerned to vacate their temporary shops with immediate effect within 5 days of issuing the notice. Failure to comply with the notice will attract strict action against the defaulters. Shamatar Battalion of Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Headquarter Inspector General North, organized a farmer tour on Saturday for the farmers of Noklak district to Jorhat Agriculture University in Assam. After flagging off the tour, SP Noklak James Hamsoi praised the 14 Assam Rifles for the initiative taken while asserting that it will bring the farmers a good exposure and opportunity to learn the new methods and techniques of the farming. Notably, the tour will be held for a duration of a week, which will be flagged in by CTR 7 Sector Assam Rifles at Twensang on January 14.
Itu din aji ami khan laga kumani commander pra initiate kori gena ami khan ge kipan notun manukan ki korea se itu shikai gena lobole ami khan ke muka dia chance dia to beshi tangor ase kon holebi ahibo holebi rakhi gena jabo tai khan ahi gena ko nupuri gena ja to kan nai itu nishina taibi yade ahi gena ami khan ge dunia dekhai dibole nutun shikabole tai eman initiative kori gena tai khan laga sab khan logode permission loi gena enanga kori gena ami khan nuklak mano khan karne bhabi dia do bechi tangor ase dei etu do ami khan na baharibo lage yate pra suru kori gena aru tangor hoi gena ami khan generation hetu ami khan ki shikai gena ki dikhi gena ahishe hetu di gena jai thakibo ami khan laga laphe ase ami khan laga ase hetu pra ta khan enaga korado ami khan napahoribo lage hetu tu beshi tangor kotha ase ami especially I thank the commanding commander and all the officers in the higher ranks who have helped our people, our local people, to start this training tour program and exposing ourselves in the outside which they have not exposed. Thank you very much. Etu din aji ami khan laga kumani commander pra initiate kori gena ami khan ge kipan notun manukan ki korea se etu shikai gena lobole ami khan ke muka dia chance dia to beshi tangor ase kon holebi ahibo holebi rakhi gena jabo tai khan ahi gena ko nupuri gena ja to kan nai etu nishina taibi yade ahi gena ami khan ge dunia dekhai dibole nutun shikabole tai eman initiative kori gena tai khan laga sab khan logode permission loi gena enanga kori gena ami khan nuklak mano khan karne bhabi dia do bechi tangor ase dei etu do ami khan na baharibo lage yate pra suru kori gena aru tangor hoi gena ami khan generation hetu ami khan ki shikai gena ki dikhi gena ahishe hetu di gena jai thakibo ami khan laga laphe ase ami khan laga ase hetu pra ta khan enaga korado ami khan napahoribo lage hetu tu beshi tangor kotha ase ami especially I thank the commanding commander and all the officers.
The NSC and Khaplang Khango faction once again reiterated its stand on the decision of the impeachment of its General Secretary Colonel retired Isak Sumi. Issuing a statement, the faction further stated that since the inception of the government, he had been the finance in charge with no transparency and administered the function of the government with the help of kitchen cabinet, which included his wife and few other relatives. The faction further expressed their amusement as to how the governor of WC NNPG's Kitovi Zimo sided with the impeached General Secretary while asserting that Zimomi fabricated a letter to the chairman of CFMG stating that Khango Group had seized Isak's arms and is convening to join NSC and YA. The faction further stated that the problem is within NSC and Khango political setup and not with the NNPGs or any particular community. T. John Longkumar, after resigning as the DGP of the state on Friday, stated that he took the right moral decision to resign in the best interest of all concerned. Longkumar, via a statement, said that he took the decision after due consultation with his family and with due approval of the government leaders. Furthermore, he also expressed gratefulness to the government of India and the government of Nagaland for the confidence reposed in him as the DGP and for extending his service in public interest by 6 months beyond his superannuation. Notably, he also thanked all his well-wishers and supporters, especially his family and fellow Naga community elders and leaders, for the wisdom and advices shared with him during his tenure. Meanwhile, he also congratulated and wished his successor Rupin Sharma a very fulfilling and successful tenure ahead. As many as 10 people were injured in an explosion that occurred in a hotel in Lucknow's Krishnanagar area on Friday. The incident took place in the kitchen of Hotel Emporia Grand. On receiving the information, immediately fire brigade and the police team reached the spot and took out the employees from the kitchen, and the injured were rushed to the hospital for further treatment. Notably, the reason behind the fire is yet to be ascertained and further details are awaited. A man named Shankar Mishra, who urinated on his female co-passenger on the Air India's New York-Delhi flight, was arrested by Delhi police from Bengaluru on Friday. After receiving some information about Shankar, Delhi police deployed a team in Karnataka's Bengaluru in order to trace him. It has been learned that although he switched off his phone, he was using his social media accounts to communicate with his friends, which helped the police to trace him. Earlier, the female passenger along with Air India have lodged a complaint against Mishra for his behavior. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired the National Conference of Chief Secretaries in New Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that it is a wonderful forum to exchange views on important policy-related subjects and to strengthen team spirit to take India to newer heights. Notably, the two-day conference of Chief Secretaries began on Friday, which focuses on achieving rapid and sustained economic growth in partnership with the states. It is to be noted that the discussion during the conference is being held on 6 identified themes, which are trust on MSMEs, infrastructure and investments, minimizing compliances, women's empowerment, health and nutrition, and skill development. Meanwhile, 3 special sessions will also be held on Viksit Bharat, which are on reaching the last mile, 5 years of goods and services tax on learnings and experiences, and global geopolitical challenges and India's response. Ministry of Home Affairs on Friday declared the terrorist group People's Anti-Fascist Front and all its front organizations as terrorist organization under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967. The ministry made the declaration after noticing the regular threats by PAFF to Indian security forces, political leaders along with civilians working in Jammu and Kashmir. Ministry also informed that PAFF has been playing an important role in recruiting and training youths in handling guns, ammunition and explosives. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi led Bharat Jodo Yatra saw a colorful processions as the Yatra marches ahead in Haryana's Karnal on Saturday. Despite of the cold wave and dense fog, supporters carried out a drum procession with full excitement and enthusiasm. So far, the Yatra has covered several parts of the country including Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Haryana. Notably, the Yatra will pass through several districts in Haryana and will culminate in Srinagar on January 30. In order to build a long-term capacity and support modernization of Ukraine's military, United States on Friday announced military assistance worth of USD 3.75 billion to Ukraine. European allies and partners, the Biden-led government informed that the country will provide aircraft, rockets, machine guns, sniper rifles, anti-armor rockets, and several other field equipments. The order came after Vladimir Putin directed Russian defense to order a ceasefire in Ukraine from January 5 to January 7. In a significant development to boost the morale and enthusiasm of Nagaland Congress Party workers and supporters across the state, a team of senior officials will be arriving in Dimapur on January 10. Notably, the senior observer for Nagaland Assembly elections, Mukul Wasnik, along with AICC in charge Dr. Ajay Kumar, will be arriving in Dimapur with the AICC delegation responsible for guiding and supervising the successful execution of Nagaland Assembly elections. It is to be mentioned that on 10 January, a day-long conference will be presided over by the PCC president, in which the entire 8-member AICC leadership will interact and address the gathering, while the observers and screening committee members will continue to be in Nagaland to meet the office bearers. Intending candidates and influencers from civil society post a meeting.
The AICC Senior Observer for Nagaland Elections, Shri Mukul Vasnik, the AICC in charge, Dr. Ajay Kumar, and the entire AICC delegation that will be supervising and assisting the PCC leadership of Nagaland will be arriving in Dimapur. It is of monumental significance to the party because this will give huge boost of enthusiasm to all our supporters, to all our workers across the state. On the 26th of December, the Observer Committee for Nagaland was appointed by the Honorable President Shri Mallikarjun Kharge. Mukul Vasnik ji, he is the senior-most General Secretary of the Congress Party. He has been a multiple Lok Sabha MP. He is currently a Rajya Sabha MP. He is a senior observer for Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura elections. With him are the observers for Nagaland elections specifically, which is Shri Francisco Sardina, MP from Goa, and Shri K. Jayakumar, MP from Tamil Nadu. Most of you, I'm sure, are also familiar with Mr. Jayakumar because he was my predecessor as secretary in charge of Nagaland. We have called in all office bearers of the party from all the districts. Essentially, all the PCC president will be hosting the conference. With him, the working presidents, the general secretaries, the PCC members, the ICC members, district presidents, the frontal organizations, the state executive, all department heads, cells, they're all being asked to compulsory come to Dimapur to attend the conference. We will have a day-long conference where the entire screening committee, the observers, will be interacting with and speaking to all our office bearers. This is the day that we will start. Of course, the process has started already. As you all know, Mr. Theri has been addressing press conferences in Kohima. All of you know how he has been traveling extensively. Mr. Supangbaran here has been on a tour in Mokokchung and has just come back. All our working presidents, general secretaries, and vice presidents have been actively touring Nagaland, talking to intending candidates, talking to village councils, talking to Gauburas, talking to our own office bearers. And this entire
While addressing the gathering at Nltv Resort on Friday during the inauguration of several development projects, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the central government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has achieved success in its goal of achieving 3 Ps, that is peace, progress and prosperity in the state of Nagaland. Shah disclosed that Modi not only visited the northeastern region 51 times in the past 8.5 years, but also made successful effort to connect the region with the mainstream of India by giving big projects of infrastructure to the northeast. Referring to insurgency and indicating that law and order was being maintained in the state, the Union Home Minister noted that the incidence of militancy had come down by 74% in 2021 as compared to 2014, while the number of deaths of security personnel and civilians also reduced by 60% and 84% respectively. Furthermore, speaking about the Draconian Act of SPA, he stated that the process to gradually remove the act from the state of Nagaland has already begun.
सबके वेफ कुरिनर तलगा इतो ग्रीटिंग स्पीच जाना सिंगा गुणे मनु तमने एंगेज
मित्रों, आज मोदी सरकार ने नागालैंड के लिए 3 पी का लक्ष्य रखा था, पीस, प्रोग्रेस और प्रॉस्पेरिटी, और ये तीनों पी को सफलतापूर्वक नागालैंड के अंदर प्रस्तावित करने में मोदी सरकार को सफलता मिली है। मोदी जी स्वयं ये 8.5 साल में 51 से ज्यादा बार नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अलग अलग राज्यों में आए हैं और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के अजूबा लगाने वाले बड़े बड़े काम नॉर्थ ईस्ट को देकर मोदी जी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट को भारत के मेन स्ट्रीम के साथ जोड़ने का बहुत सफल प्रयास भी किया है और परिणाम भी प्राप्त किया है। 2014 की तुलना में 2021 में आतंकवाद की घटनाओं में 74% की कमी आई है और सुरक्षा कर्मी और नागरिकों की मौत में क्रमशः 60% और 84% की कमी आई है, जो बताता है कि नागालैंड की कानून और व्यवस्था बहुत अच्छे तरीके से संभाली गई है। अब सपा को क्रमशः धीरे धीरे नागालैंड से हटाने की शुरुआत कर दी गई। मित्रों, बुनियादी ढांचे के विकास के साथ साथ जनता की सुविधाओं पर भी भारत सरकार ने अपना ध्यान केंद्रित किया है। 100 साल के बाद पहली बार नागालैंड को धनसारी सोक्यूवी रेलवे लाइन के साथ अपना दूसरा रेलवे स्टेशन मिलने का काम हुआ है। मित्रों, आज जो 5 योजनाओं का लोकार्पण हुआ है, 51 करोड़ रुपए की योजनाएं, मुझे विश्वास है नागालैंड के एजुकेशन, नागालैंड के टूरिज्म और नागालैंड के इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई को पुख्ता करेगी और नागालैंड के विकास के अंदर बहुत अच्छा योगदान करेगी। कुछ महीनों के बाद ही चुनाव है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का यहाँ गठबंधन है। हमारा गठबंधन फिर से एक बार पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ यहाँ पर सरकार बनाएगा और मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में यहाँ पर विकास के रास्ते को और प्रशस्त करते हुए खुशहाल नागालैंड बनाने की दिशा में हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। मित्रों, आज
The national capital woke up to a cold and foggy morning on Saturday. According to the meteorological department, Safdarjung recorded a minimum temperature of 2.2 degrees Celsius, while Lodi Road recorded a minimum temperature of 2 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, 32 long-distance trains are running behind the schedule by up to 7 hours or more due to fog and bad weather conditions, while 34 domestic departure flights from the Indira Gandhi International Airport were also delayed. Despite a Russian President Vladimir Putin's order to stop attacking Ukraine in order to observe Russian holiday, there was an exchange of fire along the front lines of the country on Saturday. In the morning hours, the Russian rockets rained down on civilian areas in the cities of Kherson, Bakhmut, Kreminna, Donetsk, and Luhansk. Officials informed that Russian military attacked a fire department in southern Ukraine and killed one rescue worker and injured 4 others. Earlier on Thursday, Kremlin announced that Russian President Vladimir Putin had ordered Russian Defense Minister to introduce a ceasefire along the entire line of contact between the warring sides of the Ukraine. Custom officers in a courier cell in Mumbai undeclared around 2,000 cigarette cartons on Thursday. The cartons contained almost 4 lakh cigarette sticks worth rupees 30 lakh. It may be noted that the officers recovered these cartons mixed with the shipments that had to be exported to London. Further investigation over the matter is still going on. The impeachment saga of Isaksumi by NSCN-K Congo faction has taken an interesting turn. The Joint Council of issuing a statement on Friday has stated that it stands by the resolution taken on January 5 and it has decided to impeach President Congo Konyak. The statement also mentioned that the Joint Council resolved to impeach Konyak from his post for repeated acceptance of bribe and violation of constitution. Notably, the council consisting of Kilonsa's, Tatars, regional authorities, military wings, secretary staff and workers have asked Vice President Luanba Imkhong to take charge as acting president. The statement also mentioned that the faction will continue to pursue Naga Pol solution under acting President Imkhong and General Secretary Isaksumi's leadership. Furthermore, Isaksumi shall remain the legitimate representative and co-convener of Working Committee of NNPGs. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.